You saw the title of the video, just some additional rules. If I have not fought the boss, then it can't be on the list. So yeah, this will be every Kirby game that I've played, my favorite and least favorite bosses. Let's get started. First off, Kirby's Dream Land 1. Wispy Woods is my least favorite, but he's also my favorite because he was the only boss I cared to make it to. So, yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Other than he's definitely a fun boss. Just he's the only one I've made it to, so he's also my least favorite in the game. So yeah, it's Kracko. He's my least favorite in Kirby Superstar. Yeah, he doesn't work well with the controls. And also he's very unpredictable. How was I supposed to know that he was about to use his downpour the second I got under him to attack? And how did I know that he was gonna swoop down? Half the time he swoops down, the other half he'll send out a waddle-doo. He doesn't work well with the controls either. Especially if you're, they don't give you good abilities for him. Cutter would be the only one that's good for him, because it has an up attack, and it's impossible to get height without getting hit. So you can't use stone or beam on him. And also beam does minimal damage if you use it in the air. So my favorite boss in Kirby Superstar has to be Dedede. I would say Marks, but Marks is Marks, and Dedede, the music is great, along with the atmosphere, and I love his attack patterns that you can actually tell what he's about to do, unlike Kracko. My only complaint about this fight is that you can get hurt by the stars, but this boss actually gives me some pretty good challenge, unlike some of the other bosses, which, Kracko, he gave me too much challenge. But bosses like the two that Goldon and Silvox replaced in Star Allies, whatever their names were, they were just way too easy. Yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this one. This is the shark. I don't like the shark. The shark is a water level. I do not like water levels. So here's my main complaint. It's the physics. You have to deal with the water that slows you down immensely, and he is just going everywhere. He's just extremely fast in the water, unlike Kirby, who is painfully slow in the water. Okay, so for my favorite, I would say 02, except, as stated before, I can't pick bosses that I haven't fought yet. So, Magman is basically my second favorite boss, but he is my favorite one that I've fought. So, it's just a really fun boss, the way that the background moves to the foreground. And, the first phase is nothing much, and I often use fireworks, so I don't really... it's often really easy for me because I use the firework ability, which you can get by combining the bomb and fire. But then there's the second phase. I just love how he decides okay, this guy is beating me up, I'm going to go to the foreground and beat him up now. And this boss offers a very good challenge if you go in without abilities. Landia EX. Yeah, I don't really like this boss. It's my least favorite Kirby Return to Dreamland boss because it's it's not really that much of a great upgrade. I mean, like, none of the EX bosses were in this game, but this one definitely had the least of an upgrade. Because, like, it's just reskinned Landia and he moves slightly faster. And also, the purple doesn't look that much cooler than the red. In fact, I actually think that the red looks better. And, yeah. It's just not that great of a boss fight, if I'm being honest. Alright, so, yeah, the Master Crown. I think that when ranking bosses, Return to Dreamland and Magolor's Epilogue are basically the same game because they're on the same cartridge and Magolor's Epilogue is an extension. But yeah, this is by far the best. I would have... Now, my second favorite Magolor's Epilogue boss has to be Electric Mr. Duder. And my favorite Return to Dreamland boss is Magolor's Soul. But this is by far my favorite out of all of them. And, like, the music is great, which you'll get to hear the music of this fight pretty soon. Yeah, I'm kind of mixing around the music, but I especially love what Juno Songs did with this fight. The way that he added lyrics to it. And, like, it poses... It's not really super challenging, but it's not, like, incredibly easy either. And also, I love how he, like... He just, like, jumps onto the stage and he's like, "You didn't think I would do this, did you?" So, yeah, he's my favorite Magolor's Epilogue boss. So, yeah, it's Parallel Krakow for my least favorite Kirby Star Allies boss. I don't know, he's just... So, either he's way too easy, or he's way too difficult. He just can't make up his mind. A lot of the time he's way too difficult, though. Whenever I am, like, playing through Soul Melter EX, I fear this boss. And I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna lose so much health during this. And the main problem is when it's Parallel Big Krakow. Because, like, look at him. How do you expect me to dodge this? And, like, at least with Void Soul, at least with Void, you can actually, like, dodge the part where he's ginormous. But this one, no, you can't. There's no hope. It stares at you, and I love the design. There's just no hope of defeating this. So yeah, my favorite Kirby Star Allies boss is Parallel Morphinite. Or, yeah, Morphinite EX, I guess. But it would be Void. Like, Void, the secret final boss, the one. Yeah, so, it would be him, but it's not because of the rules that if I haven't made it to him, then I can't put him on the list. So, yeah, this is my favorite form of Morphinite, by far. And he's very fun to fight, especially when it's the extra mode version. Although I'm a little disappointed that they didn't do what Forgotten Land did with the, like, the mind control attack. Because it makes it so that it doesn't really do anything when you're playing as, like, a single player. Well, what do you know? We've reached Forgotten Land, and my least favorite is none other than. Wait for it. He's almost here. Wait for him. Here he is. Yeah, this boss includes a lot of waiting. Yeah, it's basically just a running simulator. That's why I don't like him that much. I mean, it would be really cool if there were multiple hallways and like they intertwined and stuff. And it's still a really fun fight. It's just my least favorite. And like when you're fighting him with an ability, the fight is over in like 2 seconds. If it's a good ability like Hammer, if it's a bad ability like Tornado, then you'll actually have fun and it'll take a while. But yeah, it's still pretty fun. It's just not my favorite. Yeah, so this is not actually my favorite Forgotten Land boss. Just a quick honorable mention. Phantom Tropic Woods. I love this fight because of the giant like gate fence maze thing. And like I also love the giant wave of air bullets. And it's Tropic Woods, so he's gonna be easy to attack, except for the roots and stuff, but he's gonna be mainly easy to attack, and it's still a really fun boss to fight without an ability. My only complaint is that you either have to get lucky in the Colosseum or go through the entire like Forgo Dreams beach level to fight him. And now we've made it. My favorite boss in Kirby Forgotten Land. My favorite boss in Kirby Forgotten Land is Morphinite. Now it would be Chaos Elphalus is a very cool boss, and it is my second favorite. My complaint with him is that it's just Fecto Elphalus but reskinned, and also he like it's really close with Morphinite and him. And the main reason that I love Morphinite is, I mean, it's Morphinite. Like, what's not to love about the Orange Butterfly Man? And like I said before, Morphinite is a very cool boss, and like I don't know how to put this into words, but I love the way that this boss works, and like I love how he's constantly teleporting. Like, a lot of people don't like hand-to-hand combat in Kirby games, but I personally I really like the hand-to-hand combat bosses. And Morphinite is a great example of how cool they can be. My only complaint about Morphinite is the challenge. It's a little easy to defeat him. That might be just because I'm using the Morphinite sword, which is absolutely overpowered. But yeah, this is definitely a really cool boss. And like, I love the way that you can basically be Morphinite while you're fighting Morphinite. Morphinite is my favorite Kirby Forgotten Land boss. And who knows, maybe if this video gets enough views, and if all of you watching like and subscribe, I might start ranking all the bosses in Kirby games. And with that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.